Been working in tech for about 17 years as business development, mostly in Asia Pacific region. And I've been following you on LinkedIn for a while, and I coming from a similar background, your post spoke to me a lot. And in my last job, um, it was not really working well, and I was a bit lost. And I burned out. So I came to you basically to find my new path, what I wanted to do, have a more clarity on my who I am as a person, but also from a career perspective, what I want to do and what I want to build for my future.
Amazing. And I remember like you had an incredible career. Like you worked for some, really big, tech companies. You've lived around the world and worked predominantly in Asia, right? Having some pretty senior roles,
Yeah.
helping to enter new markets, build out those markets as well. And then, as you said, you burned out and you knew you wanted to do something else, but there was a lack of clarity and also like your body felt this level of burnout, right? Is there anything else that I missed in terms of like what your problem statement was in terms of what you wanted to address when you came to me?
Yeah, that's correct. So I've been working in tech for 17 years as business development sales. Um, but I always wanted to create my own business, and I knew that I'm more an entrepreneur and creative than um, doing a 9 to 5 job and following whatever corporates are doing. So
Hmm.
I also wanted to find myself as a person. Um, uh, I
Yeah.
was looking for clarity on my work, but also on myself as a person. So I always wanted to create my own business, but
Mm.
I never had the idea. I never had um, the I never had the idea of what to do, what to create, or even took the leap to start launching it or to start creating it. So that's why I came to you actually to try to have a bit more clarity on this and to put a framework and help me
Like a
to
roadmap, right?
find my way, the roadmap on this. Yes.
Because I remember when we started working together, you had already started a few things in wellness and Reiki and massages, but what you were really looking for was like a proper plan and roadmap as to how you were going to take that forward. But also, there was still this level of like burnout and recovering from this very difficult, environment, right?
That's correct. Yes. Yes, I had in my last role actually it was very, very challenging. I really burned out. I was basically taking sleeping pills and antidepressant at the end. Um, but I don't think any job is worth that. And I also started my spiritual journey and wellness before that. And I knew that there was something there that I wanted to explore a bit more. So when I saw that you were offering not only a framework to help people to find their way from a career perspective, but as a person as a whole, holistically working with breath works, meditations, and on the energy level,
Hmm.
uh, as I think all this is intertwined and works together because if you have good energy, then obviously everything else follows, right? So that's what really attracted me, and that's why I came to you to work on those aspects.
Okay, amazing. So, fast forward, we are now in September 2025. I'd love to hear like where are you at? What are you celebrating? Like what does your life and your business look like? And yeah, how do you feel in your body as well? Because I know burnout was obviously one thing that you were feeling at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, so I think from my past work experience, it took me, before I engaged with you, actually, it took me 6 months to reconnect, pause, and really think of what I wanted to do. Then, when we worked together for the past 6 months, that really helped me to put a framework on what I really want to do, what I like, what I don't like, and also with the wheel of life and the framework that you help us put together that help me to put clarity on the work that I wanted to create, that is now launched, ready to be ready to scale and ready to bring customers and revenue. So not only I was able to identify actually who I am as a person spiritually, I went on with my journey that I already started as well. So I went deeper into it. I discovered breath work that really helped me to put a finger on some things from the past as well and to progress on myself, but also from a work perspective and career perspective. Now I have a business that is created, defined, clear, and ready to be launched. And
You're already
obviously,
doing some of them, right? It's not like you're waiting to launch. Like you're really doing
no,
the.
I'm already, yes, I'm already doing some of them. So the wellness part, I've been already doing it. There's the consulting portion as well.
Mhm.
And
And
in
just on
my,
that with the consulting, like you set up the website, you've already pitched it to some people, you've got clear and defined on like what your value proposition is for that. We have a potential opportunity that I connected you with that could be something that could propel you into doing consulting for the French market, right? So this, yeah, I just wanted to kind of like refine that. It's not like you are only just starting, you've already started, right?
yeah, I already started. So the website is created, the offering is there as well. And so I've already pitched it to some customers. So it's yeah, it's already launched and ready. It's evolving as well as I progress. Yeah, it's ready, it's created. I have the consulting offering already. I've already pitched some customers.
Mhm.
So within only 6 months of work together, not only we've been uh, able to put a framework that helped me to take the leap and create my own business, but also from a holistic perspective and energy perspective, I went deeper into what I started before on my spiritual journey, everything around wellness, which is massage, Reiki, breath work, and everything that comes around it, which I think it's key to the progress of my business.
Mhm.
And the more I actually think about it and I use the framework that we created around it, the more I think that that might be the biggest business in the future.
I love that. And I think just to weave in like the spiritual part, the breath work, the meditation and all of that, that's helped you to process and release like a lot of the trauma or like the burnout, right? So that you could feel better,
Yes, that's correct.
feel ready.
So really, I think the breath work that I discovered with you, I was already doing some work on meditation, Reiki, and spiritual before, but I think the breath work really helped me to pin down some issues that I had in the past and to overcome it and to uh, basically have tools for myself to release it and to progress on anything I want to do, not only just work, but with my life overall.
I love that. And so I'd love to ask like what what was really helpful for you in the program that helped you to get to where you are today and in
I
work?
think um, yeah, I think maybe two things or three. The framework, because as I mentioned earlier, I always wanted to create my own business, but I didn't know where to start or how to start it. Also, not being able to really identify what fits to my own personality because everyone is different. Um, Everyone has uh, strength and weaknesses, right? And how to work around that, how to work with what we like, what we don't like, is actually, I think, key to define your strategy for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also working, I think what was really important to me was working overall as a whole holistically, as a person with the energies, with meditations, breath work, finding yourself, and really helped me to release past energies that were not serving me anymore, and put on new energies and new um, frameworks for my future life overall and my future career.
I love it. And also, I just wanted to celebrate for you, and this is something that we talked about as well. Like, you just celebrated the most amazing summer, right? You went to Europe, you were like traveling all around, and you had a lot of income that was coming through your investing, which you invest in the stock market. And we've started talking about this concept of actually when we started working together, a portfolio career, which is having income streams both from active, your active involvement day to day, which is kind of the consulting arm and where you're building out, go to market plans and proposals for clients, and then the investing,
I say as
and then you've got the passive stuff. You've got active through some of the massage and Reiki, looking at potentially setting up some courses there. And then you've got the investing, right? And that's the third pillar. And that, it's important to mention because, that's an important part that for you has given you that freedom and luxury. And so even just like I remember we also worked on creating a plan, right?
yeah.
And just having a bit of a financial budgeting and forecast. So is there anything else that you would add to that?
Yeah, because ultimately, I think what I'm creating now and for the long term, I think it's more shifting towards a passive income. And I think that's everybody's goal ultimately. So that's the framework that we've been working on at the beginning.
Hmm.
Um, and yes, my investments from the beginning allowed me to actually peacefully build a plan without the stress of having to have revenues coming in and income, even though I had some active massages, Reiki that I was doing as well. Um, but that allowed me to be more peaceful and to really think and take my time to build things with a strong foundation for the future.
Hmm.
Um, and yes, I'm quite lucky. And I believe it's also linked to good energy. I had an amazing summer with the investment that was doing really well. But also I got treated with a return flying in business class on my way back to Vancouver, which I think is also linked to very good energy. So yeah, I believe that when you're um, on the right mindset and the right energy, everything flows.
Absolutely. And also like with the investing, like obviously I'm not a financial planner, but I know that one of the things that was helpful for you was just having clarity of, okay, what is my strategy, and also shifting your mindset, right? There were times where, correct me if I'm wrong, like you felt scarcity when like the market dipped. And so we worked on mindset to shift that towards more of an, abundant mindset and rewiring, and then things just seem to flow.
Yeah, that's correct. And in fact, actually, when I was in Europe, I had an amazing time. I was on a cruise, then I had family times, and I had basically for me, it was just enjoying summer, enjoying my time with friends and family. And I was not stressed so much about my investments and so on. And actually, with during that time and with that good energy, everything flowed, everything came in without any stress. So I do believe that. Um, Good energy, good mindset creates your own reality, actually.
100%. I love it. So, if anyone is listening to this and they are at a crossroads in their career, they're in corporate, they're thinking about maybe stepping out and doing their own thing or having, a portfolio career, what would you recommend to them?
Yeah, so I think from my past experience, and again, I always wanted to create my own business, but I think it's really important to have someone that is there to help you have a different perspective as well, and helps you put a framework around what is that you want to do and what corresponds to your past, to your own personalities, where you are in your own journey and where you want to go. And I think that really helps to move the needle and move forward on that. And also, I think work from a holistic perspective um, around well-being, wellness, energies, uh, breath work meditation really helped me personally, and I think that will be very valuable to a lot of people.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Johan. It's been amazing. I'm so excited like to see, the next chapter in your life, and it's yeah, so exciting for you. So thank you. And
Thank you, Susanna. Thanks for your help as well. Thanks for the work we've been doing together, which is not finished.
yeah.
And who knows, we might collaborate in the past, and this is my vision board behind me.
Yes, I love it. I know. Thank you so much, Johan.
Thank you. Thanks, Susanna.